You are now in the deep end of horror.
And I will see the life run out of you.
Hello, my children of the popcorn. I hope you all got some Christmas love. I got a few toys here that I got for Christmas. The Fallout Assaultron. I have a post-apocalypse kitchen that's filled with Fallout and Terminator merchandise. I should do a video of it one of these days. And my granddaughter picked out King Homer from Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. That's one of the few horrors I have watched with her, because she's only 9. But she does love the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. And then there's Panther Marge, which Santa Claus brought me. Santa Claus being, I believe, my wife. And younger granddaughter, who has not seen any of these, picked out the scariest looking thing she could find at Target. And it turns out that that is Pamela Voorhees. I want to stress that she has not seen these movies. And then Wonder Wife made me a few things. A Sam ornament. A Hannibal ornament. A Jason ornament. A Jigsaw ornament. Ghostface ornament, and a Pennywise ornament. She's going to make me a bunch of these next year so that I can give them away to people. And then she also made me, she also went and bought the modern version of the Speak and Spell, Fisher-Price, what do they call it? It does not have a name on back here, okay. But it's a Fisher-Price. And it's a way to decide where we eat, since we always have a difficult time picking a place to eat. And then one of the choices is Asheville. And if you get Asheville, you have to go to the next page. And then they have all the places in Asheville. Anyway, I hope you guys got some fat loots and some wonderful family time. Ronin Flix had a flash sale, which is pretty rare for them. For 35% off of a purchase of 50 or more. So I finally got Paul Naschy's The Mummy's Revenge, which I've been wanting for a while. I'm really on a Paul Naschy kick. He has so many horror movies, and I've only seen a fraction of them. Maybe half, maybe not even that. Because he's got 10 times that he played the werewolf Waldemar Daninsky, and then he's in a ton of other horror films as well. Anyway, The Mummy's Revenge is one I hadn't seen, and I've already opened it and watched it, enjoyed it. Not one of his best ones, and they only got one cut of the film on here, the one without nudity, and you can tell there was nudity in the film. And then I got The Devil Within Her with Joan Collins, Donald Pleasance, and Carolyn Monroe to bump me over the 50 mark so I could get the discount. I've heard that this is terrible. I haven't watched it yet, but I have to have it because I try to get all the Donald Pleasance movies, and I try to get all the Caroline Monroe movies, and so this hits on 2 levels for me. And then I got what is pretty much a monthly shipment from Hamilton Books. I love their markdowns. I got The Devil's Doorway for $1.99. It has an absolutely terrible cover. Don't you think? This is just a terrible, it's like somebody Xeroxed it several times. But it is from Scream Factory, IFC and Scream Factory. Morella's Blood Flood, a triple avalanche of horror. I think this was also $1.99. And I have Grave of the it's 3 films. I have The Grave of the Vampire, but I didn't have House of Evil with Boris Karloff, one of his latter-day films, and something called Guru the Mad Monk by Andy Milligan, who I've heard is a terrible filmmaker, but I can't remember anything I've seen of his. Hansel and Gretel, yet still another one. This one, will they never stop adapting Hansel and Gretel? In fact, there's Gretel and Hansel coming out next year. And this one, though, you know, who can resist a $1.99 Blu-ray? And they had marked down Hellmaster from Vinegar Syndrome to $17, which is still way more than I like to pay for something, but it's Vinegar Syndrome, and it has John Saxon in it. There's another person I collect everything of. Same thing with Splatter University. They marked it down to $17. And it's Vinegar Syndrome. The drawback, of course, is you don't get their gorgeous, gorgeous slipcovers when you buy them marked down like that. They also had Invasion of the Blood Farmers from Severin marked down to $9 on DVD. I think it's, yeah, $8.95 I think was what it was. Maybe it was $7.95. And same thing with Next of Kin. And they were so low that I went ahead and got them on DVD instead of paying twice that for Blu-ray. Fatal Frames from Synapse. I've never seen this film either, but it's got Donald Pleasance in it, and they had marked it to $1.99. And another $1.99 because there are never enough werewolf films. And another markdown, The Binding from Scream Factory, which is another film I hadn't heard of. And then my embarrassing purchase, Two-Headed Shark Attack. I absolutely despise Asylum movies, and this is an Asylum movie. But apparently, if you put it brand new for $1.99 or $1.95, I will go ahead and throw it in. So, I did. And Asylum, of course, has milked this for all it's worth. They did two-headed, three-headed, four-headed. I think they did five-headed. At any rate, I think they're up to six-headed Shark Attack now. I haven't seen... I think I might have seen this one, but I haven't seen any of the other ones. Anyway, just a quick pickup video. Thank you. Also in December, Arrow Video had a moving sale, and I picked up cheap copies of a bunch of films. The Chill Factor, which I'd never seen. It was just okay, but, you know, if there's a 70s or 80s horror film I haven't seen, and I get to watch it, I'm still thrilled, even if it's not great. The Slayer is the same way. It was just okay. It was fun to watch from that time period. But I did like the very end shot justifies the movie. The Fury, which is a film I love, finally getting a Blu-ray upgrade of that one. 1978 Brian De Palma follow-up to Carrie. Did this time different people who have psychic powers. I had the Blu-ray, the MGM Blu-ray for Killer Clowns, but I had to see what Arrow did with it, especially when it was so cheap. Theater of Blood with Vincent Price, which is one of my all-time favorite films, that Scream Factory didn't get, and Twilight Time released the Theater of Blood, but the Arrow version was nice and inexpensive, and I think features quite a few extras. And the Count Yorga collection, where you get both Count Yorga films, which I have to watch, and Baron Blood, which I had on DVD, but I'm glad to upgrade, and Madhouse, which I've never seen, so I'll probably watch that one tonight, and Arrow's video of The Thing, which I embarrassingly admitting to buying solely for some of the extras that Scream Factory didn't have, because, I can reach over here, I have two hands, because The Thing Steelbook includes the Arrow Video Blu-ray. It has the Scream Factory Blu-ray and the Arrow Video, because the Arrow Video Blu-ray was supposedly superior, and was supervised by both Dean Cundy and John Carpenter. So I already have the disc that's in here, but I don't have the extras disc. And they have some extras in here that are not on the Scream Factory one, even though the Scream Factory one is pretty loaded with extras. So that's my Arrow Video haul. Click like, subscribe, or even comment below, because I want to hear what you think.
No fair.